Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys, and we are here back again with another, I guess, statue review. That's what it is. It's a statue of Shadowhawk. Yeah, man, we got Shadowhawk. The 10th anniversary. This is Throwback Thursday. It's literally, no, actually it's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Friday. So as you guys can see, it's from the 10th anniversary right here, spawn.com. Here are some of the other figures on the back. I reviewed Ripclaw from Cyberforce. Awesome statue piece. Savage Dragon, my buddy at Nerd Cave Nerds is going to send me the Savage Dragon whenever he gets around to it. So I'm gonna, whenever he sends this out to me, I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna give him a shout out. I'm already giving him a shout out. So if you guys want to check out some cool reviews, specifically Ninja Turtle reviews, check out Nerd Cave Nerds on YouTube. Here's Shadowhawk, and then here are the other two Spawn figures, which are very pricey, man. For some reason, they are a lot of freaking money. Probably, I don't know, because they're the newest Spawn figures, I guess, from 2002. So this is from 2002, it's 2020 right now, if you guys are watching this review. So it's 18 years old, man. Damn. McFarlane needs to release some new Spawn figures, man. Okay, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and take this Shadowhawk out. Let's get to the reviewing. And if you guys want to sit through this, watching me unbox this Shadowhawk, you guys can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna try not to get this booklet because it's a booklet in here, so I want to try to save the booklet, even though it's probably going to end up in the trash later anyways. Okay, so let's cut this open. I got my heavy duty scissors. These are the kind of scissors you need. To open a box like this. And also, yeah, stay tuned towards the end of the video where I'll break out Ripclaw right there, as you guys can see, and then I'll break out another Shadowhawk figure, and maybe I'll break out some other figures to do some comparisons. Okay. These clamshells, man, they protected the figure, but I'm an unboxer, so this guy's got to come out. I don't really keep things in box unless I really want to, unless I think they're going to be valuable and worth some money someday. But obviously, 18 years had passed since this figure came out, and I got him for like under 20 bucks. So that shows you that he's not really very valuable, but I don't give a shit anyways, because I don't collect figures because of the value. I just collect them because I like them. Alright, so here are some of the Spawn things that you can collect. The Clive Barker Torture Souls. I've never picked up this line. I'm probably not going to pick up this line because it's just too gruesome, man. It's just, maybe one day I'll change my mind and I was like, okay, I'll pick up the Tortured Souls lineup. I do have one Tortured Souls figure, a giant size one. I did a review of that. If you guys want to see that, check it out. But yeah, man, these figures are just too gruesome for me, man. I like horror stuff, but that's just gore. All right, so let's take out this Shadowhawk figure. Let's get to the reviewing. And if you guys are here watching this review, thanks a million. I hope you guys like a lot of my vintage reviews. If you guys are subscribed to my channel, I tend to do a lot of vintage reviews simply because a lot of people are so obsessed with doing new reviews, and they're, you know, so obsessed with getting more and more subscribers. I like going back to the past and collecting figures that people have forgotten about. Because a lot of the older figures, especially from back in the day, especially a lot of McFarlane figures, you know, they still they still are awesome figures, you know what I mean? And not too many people do what I do, so if you guys love vintage figures, then you guys must love my channel. So this is going to be a short review, obviously, because there is nothing much to this guy. He is just a pre-pose statue. Arms, brakes. That's all you're going to get from this guy. Well, what's up with this arm? Looks like he's jacking off here. And they gave him no weapons at all, man. His arm is a little loose. So, yeah, you got to be careful of that. His head can swivel, but why would you want to? I got a feeling I'm going to break this guy. Why would you want to move this figure? His leg does have a break right there. Line it up. Yeah, this is what you get, guys. His bell is not, it's glued, so he does have a waist swivel. What's the point? Fuck me, I don't know. That's my cat in the background. If you can hear him, he's like crying like a little bitch. I have no idea. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is pretty much what you get, guys. I mean, he's not bad. Nice sculpt overall. Not too shabby. I mean, you get what you paid for, essentially. I can understand why this guy is under 20 bucks. So he pegs into the rooftop like so, and I've said this a million times, let's get a Shadowhawk movie. So that's how he looks, guys. Not too bad. Not too bad. I do wish he did have some weapons. Nice solid base. It's a heavy base. Jim Valentino, of course, that's the guy, the gentleman who brought you Shadowhawk. Not too shabby, guys. What do you guys think? A good, nice statue piece of Shadowhawk. If you guys are Shadowhawk fans like I am, then yeah, you guys will probably like this piece. Let's do some comparisons, guys. Okay, guys, so here is the one that started it all. There's not too many Shadowhawk figures out there, which is a shame. You know, I wish they would reboot this series and make a more updated Shadowhawk figure, man. That would be really, really awesome. And also, look, I'm noticing that this is what they forgot. They forgot to give Shadowhawk his claws. So Shadowhawk doesn't have his claws here. I wonder why, guys. But this is the Shadowhawk from 96, I believe it was. This is when it first came out from McFarlane Toys. And I still think he's an awesome figure. I mean, yeah, he is dated. He's like a fucking 25-year-old figure compared to an 18-year-old figure. So what, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 6 years later, you got this right here. It's pretty much a statue. But this is how they look together. Yeah, that's my only gripe, guys, is that they didn't give him any claws. I think, did they forget? Let me look in the clamshell. No, dude. They gave me no freaking claws. And as you can see in the picture, there's no claws at all. But in this picture right here, he has the claws. So did McFarlane Toys miss out on the claws here? If you guys know, if you guys have this figure, if you wonder why he doesn't have any claws, I'm wondering why as well. He's a nice piece. Let me bring out Rip Claw. This Rip Claw is really, really awesome, guys. Of course, this is Rip Claw from Cyberforce. Right here. I think this Cyberforce Rip Claw is awesome. And they didn't make too many Rip Claw figures, man. I think they only made like a few figures. You know, there's tons of Spawn figures, but there's only a few like Rip Claw and Shadowhawk figures. So it's pretty awesome to have these guys in my collection, being that I am a big Image fan. But this Rip Claw is really awesome, so if you guys want to see that review, check it out. I really do like that Rip Claw. And to bring in another comparison, we'll bring in the Curse right here. Simply because he's just kind of another pre-pose statue. So if you guys are big into collecting statue pieces, McFarlane knows how to make some awesome statues. And that's one thing I've never understood why McFarlane never got into, is making statues, guys, because most of the freaking Spawn figures after 2000, they were statues anyways, right? I mean, most of them, they were articulated statues, but, you know, I think, you know, McFarlane is known for detail. I mean, he should just get into making statues, man. Why not? You know what I mean? I think McFarlane can be as good as Prime 1 Studios and XM Studios, you know, as far as making statues. Okay, guys, so there was my little review of Shadowhawk. Nothing much to him. I like the detailed base to this. I do like the way he looks. I do like his stance. My only gripe is I wish he had some claws. Let me measure this guy, and I'll give you my rating of what I think he is. So the Shadowhawk stands just under 5.5 inches. Don't let that fool you because he's essentially squatting. So if he were to stand up straight, he'd probably be like around 6.5 inches. With the base, he's like 6.5 inches. Wide, he's at about about 7 inches wide. The base is. So he's not going to take up much space on your shelf. He's not a big figure. The design overall is a very, very nice design. I do like the silver metallic piece, the waist swivel. He does have a waist swivel, so you can get him in a few unique poses. Just a few. But the base overall is very, very nice. I do like the piece overall. Okay, guys, I'll give you my rating. I think it's a solid 7 for this Shadowhawk. I think he's definitely an awesome figure. If you're a Shadowhawk fan and you want to add a Shadowhawk figure to your collection or a statue to your collection, I definitely do recommend this piece. You know, if you're an Image fan, then yeah, you should have this guy in your collection. He's pretty unique, man. He is pretty unique. I do like the overall look of him. I just wish he had the claws. I think if he had the claws, he, you know, it would take him up to another notch, take him up to another level. So let me know what you guys think of this little review. Not much of a review. It's a statue review, but that's what you get. That's what you get when you watch my channel, half-ass reviews. Okay, so we'll leave it at that, guys. Tell me what you think of this Shadowhawk figure. Do you like him? Do you own him? Do you plan on picking him up? Did you own him and probably sold him off? I like the overall look to this guy. I think he's really unique. And I've always liked Shadowhawk because he always had like a Wolverine look, right? So there you guys have it. There was my little review of Shadowhawk from the 10th anniversary 18 years ago. I'm like 18 years late to the party. So if you guys like this little vintage review, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool epic reviews like this. And there you guys have it. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Bye!